All right, buckle up. We're about to break down some classical political gaslighting brought to you by none other than Donald J. Trump. Let's read his post line by line and unpack what's really going on behind the smoke and mirrors here. Okay, so the first line is, "This is Biden's stock market, not Trump's." Oh, really? Last time I checked, markets react in real time to current events, and the second you made your tariff announcement, the market plunged like a rock off a cliff. If this was Biden's stock market, it wouldn't have flinched when you opened your mouth. You don't get to have it both ways, and you've done that a lot. Before, when the stock market was doing good and you weren't in office, you said it was doing good because you were going to be in office and the market was reacting to that. So you get to own this. All right, I didn't take over until January 20th. Yeah, that's how inaugurations work. But you announced these policies well before that. And surprise, the market doesn't wait for your formal invite. It reacts to your intentions and your flip-flopping. Tariffs were your idea, and businesses panicked accordingly. So, all right, next line. Tariffs will soon start kicking in, and companies are starting to move into the USA in record numbers. Well, first of all, tariffs already kicked people right in the wallet, and record numbers of companies, where? I mean, LA and Seattle ports are ghost towns. They're not getting shipments in. Amazon creators like myself have lost up to 90% of our income. We're not seeing a boom. We're watching a collapse. UPS just fired 20,000 people because people aren't spending, and they're not shopping, and they're not buying, so they're not getting packages. And do you know how long it takes for a manufacturer to move to the US? They need materials to create the building, but tariffs. So it's going to take a lot longer, and usually it's at least a year to build a manufacturing plant. So next line. Our country will boom, but we have to get rid of the Biden overhang. The only thing hanging over us is this nonsense. Overhang sounds like a bad excuse you'd use after a weekend in Vegas. Economic downturns don't come with one president's name on them. They come from cause and effect. And right now, your cause is wrecking our effect. All right. This will take a while. Has nothing to do with tariffs. Hold up. Did you just say it has nothing to do with tariffs? That's like lighting a fire and saying, well, this has nothing to do with the match. The entire shipping ecosystem is crashing because of exactly what you're doing. Tariffs choke trade, period. Done. All right. Only that he left us with bad numbers, but when the boom begins, it will be like no other. Be patient. That's what that says. Let me translate that for you. It's not my fault, but trust me, eventually something awesome will happen. Just ignore your collapsing income and be patient. That's not a strategy, that's a stall tactic, and meanwhile, we're left picking up the pieces of this economic whiplash. Here's the thing, leaders don't point fingers. Leaders take responsibility. They make decisive moves, and then they own the outcome. Blaming the last guy is not leadership, it's deflection. And this guy has, in 100 days, has mentioned Biden's name an average of 7 times per day. Your presidency has nothing to do with Biden. You won. We're not seeing leadership here. We're seeing a stall tactic dressed up in empty hype while families, small businesses, and creators are bleeding. We're bleeding income. Real leaders show up with solutions, not slogans and scapegoats.